Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Last time we climbed the Coral Tower and fought the enemies up to cross King Khan and beat him and took his old heart. Alright, I'm done. Welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Last time we did everything I just said, and this time, my plans have changed a little bit. I did say at the end of the last video that I was interested in heading towards this old heart, but I've kind of sort of decided to change plans. I think I would actually rather go down the whatchamacallit wish, the ecstasy of the end, speak to Flea Master Mushka of Fleatopia. I think I would like to head back to Fleatopia and see what they have prepared for us, because thinking about it and thinking about what's around there that there is to do, that'll actually kind of get me more items and upgrades and whatnot, so I think I'm gonna do that first before we go for another old heart. And besides, there'll be plenty of other intermediate activities to do in the meantime, in between the second old heart and the third old heart. That way I can space them out very nicely and make it very, very satisfying for me personally. Alright, anyway. Let me waste no further time and get right onto it. You are over here, aren't you? Yes, you are. Let's go right to the putrefied ducts, hopefully for the last time. Please, please, please never make me do this again. It is very annoying to go through this area every time. Actually, I think I am going to be making myself go through this area one more time a little bit later, before the series is truly done. So yeah, this will be the second to last time we ever have to go through putrefied ducts. And thank goodness for it. I did say I wanted the compass back on, and that I agree with. I also would like the magnetite brooch back on. That being said, do I want to go with Hunter Crest, or do I want to change? I mean, I could go with Shaman again, but I think with what I'm about to do, actually, I might want to stick with Hunter. I might want to stick with the moveset I know the most. Because the Hunter moveset is kind of the moveset that I know the most. You know, let me turn up my gain a little bit. There we go. Let me make my voice all peaky and annoying. Because I feel like I'm looking at the meters on OBS, and I feel like the way I had the mic set before, it was kind of quiet there. It's alright, though. Hopefully I'll find some kind of happy medium. Anyway, yeah, with what I'm about to do, I think I'd rather go with the moveset I'm familiar with. Let's switch out Reserve Bind for something. I'm probably not going to need to use that for a while. Memory Crystal. I mean, for what I'm about to do, I guess I'll put this on just so that they know that I do appreciate their gift, and I don't think it's completely horrible in every single way. I do think it is probably my least favorite blue tool in the game. I don't think it's going to help out... Sorry, I don't think it's going to help out at all in the rest of the world, but I do at least like the cute flea, so yeah. Claw mirrors... I'm kind of thinking ahead for when I'm done doing the thing I'm about to do. Hopefully I remember to go and cut out the spoiler, because you're about to see. Bring back Multi-Binder. I like Long Claw a lot, but I'd also like to maybe use Needle Strike more. I think that could be fun. Quick Sling, I used Quick Sling a fair bit, and my ultimate conclusion was, kinda sucks. Kinda sucks for my playstyle anyway. I know that Rusty made that one video where he said that if you're trying to get the best DPS possible, that Quick Sling is actually good. Nice! You ate the other bug, thank you. Thank you so much, you have no idea how much I appreciate that. You ate the other bug instead of me. Oh god, I forgot these guys would be voided too! Oh god, no. Act 3 Putrefied Ducts is even worse. I don't think I've hit you at all. I don't think I've hit you, like, literally at all. Oh, that's cool. Yes, do that a bunch. Where do I even go? How do I... That's a fucking Silksong or something? What is this? Hold on. Let me just go back, collect my health. I guess I could just fucking Silksong to the top. I don't even know, how do you climb through this normally? I've forgotten. I'm sure you can just double jump and claw line and make it work, but don't feel like it. We passed you, annoying munters. Come on. Yep. We get it. I see you there. I'm actually watching out for that now. Okay, good. We have arrived. Oh! Okay, we have arrived. That was really close. Uh-oh. The fleas have defected. We have to fight them now. The dirge I sing is for the end of our old lives. Here at the end of times, our paradise crumbles beneath us. Flea and friend alike, all will soon be consumed. Oh, what other choice do we poor wretches have? Cruel fate leaves us with only one last task. Dear friend, Miss Hornet, forgive us, but we beg one more favor from you. Will you accompany us in our final act?
Buenita.
I saw your plea posted at Bellhart, Sir Flea, and accept your request. The pact is made then. Fellows, steel yourself! It is time! It is time! It is time for the Festival of the Flea! One last grand celebration before the Black Quicks pull us all down into the darkness! Rouse yourself, please! One last time! Let the games begin! A much better outcome than anticipated. The Festival of the Flea. This place has updated its name. That's cool. It's still just Fleatopia, but yeah. How do you like our festival, Miss Hornet? While the world crumbles around us, we will laugh and dance and frolic. Make merry with us and play some of the games of old. My time is slim, Flea Master. If I am to join your games, no, it will only be to hone my skills for the greater trial I must soon face below. Of course, of course! Joy or learnings? Any reason is fine by us, Miss Hornet. And look here, we have Flea Juggle, where the challenge is to strike fleas upwards and keep them airborne for as long as possible. To have our treasured guest challenge this humble game would be an honor for us, truly. So if you talk to him, you can complete with Flea Juggle, one of 3 minigames there are to play here. I will say no for now, just so I could show off the rest of this. Oh, wow. Okay, I think I remember seeing this. This meat here, I want to say this comes from the Morwing we fought all the way back in episode 4 or whenever that was, down in Greymoor. You remember that? Yeah, me neither. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Good friend of Flea's is you, Miss Hornet. Now you must join and drink much. Be merry before all ends. Brew is made, enough for all. No charge for you needing more. Why waste when future is final? Yes, you can now refill the Flea Brew free of charge. No need for rosaries anymore. Very cool. I suppose then I should probably equip it. On that note, considering that upgrading it is, or sorry, not upgrading it, refueling it is free now. I mean, it does cost a little bit of sanity for having to trek through putrefied ducts, but you know what I mean. So here we have the scoreboard. We have 3 games, Flea Juggle, Flea Dodge, and Flea Bounce. And here are all the fleas and their personal scores on these games. I guess this is from the past. I can't believe they have such good memory. Maybe they like wrote this down on a tablet and carried this tablet with them for the rest of the time. But yes, we have Vogue there, Grishkin, Mushka, Varga, and finally Krat, who did the worst of all of them. I love it. All right, do you actually control a minigame? Dear one, how shameful for the world to end while poor Krat still has so much living left in him. But how sweet of you to join me here. Will you play the Flea Bounce game that I may appreciate the beauty of your agile form while I await my doom? To play is simple. Leap up and keep bouncing on the fleas who fly past for as long as you are able. You know what? May as well start with this one. Let's go. Flea Bounce. Mamashka, let our beautiful game begin. Flea Bounce. They have little helmets. I love it. Okay, so yes, as he said, the platform will eventually be taken from you, and you must bounce along the fleas using your pogo. I want to say you can bring whatever crests you want into any of these games, so use the crest with the pogo you are most comfortable with. Make good use of double jump and drifter's cloak, and you'll be fine. I think if you hit Krat there, his helmet is silver, which probably indicates he gives more points. Alright, I'm personally most comfortable with the Hunter Crest Pogo, and also because it's probably one of the hardest to use, and so I feel like it. that one had drunk Flea Brew. That was adorable. Anyway, I failed. Okay. That's the one problem with Hunter Crest. If you miss by a pixel, you're done. Victor, little game has ended, but I trust after a short rest you will play with us again. I believe in order to get the reward here, there is a reward here, and in order to get it, you have to get the top score in every game. That means I need to get 42 points or higher. Look, there I am, Hornet. I need to get 42 points or higher on Flea Bounce. I need to get 65 points, or sorry, higher than 65 points on Flea Dodge, higher than 30 points on Flea Juggle. So yes, I will be spending the next bit of time trying to do this, and I'm probably not going to cut very much out because, you know... This is Omity 2. I don't believe in editing. Alright, let's do this. Also, do forgive me if my microphone sounds a little quieter today compared to game audio. I don't know how it sounded on the stream I did yesterday. I streamed Hollow Knight on my main channel yesterday, and for a little 112% challenge I'm doing, where I'm not allowed to focus the entire time, and I'm on Steel Soul mode. But anyway, I did it there. People never really complained about mic peaking, and it turns out, like, I did some test recordings earlier, and the mic sounds weirdly quieter than usual, and I don't know why, because I didn't turn down the gain or anything. I suppose I could try to turn it up a little bit, but then I might sound all peaky and shit, so no, I don't want that. I want to turn it back down. I don't know. I didn't mess with it at all between last Silksong recording and this one, so I don't know what would cause that. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, as soon as you start bouncing, you're committed. Honestly, I might want to bring Reaper Crest to this. Or, I could bring Wanderer Crest to this, actually. I don't know, Hunter's Crest is really fun to do, though. But, you know, the other pogos are way more comfortable. Yeah, I could bring Wanderer's Crest to it and party like it's Hollow Knight 1. I'd actually love that. Hiya. Hiya. Okay, I'm halfway. Over halfway to the points I need. Bam. I'm not gonna score too high above the top scores, just because of a little something that's gonna happen eventually that I learned about recently. Oh god, okay. Yeah. Yeah. You'll see what it is. Just know that this is not the last time. Oh my god, I just got under it. Oh, damn it. I have to do it with Undercrest now, because I know I can do it. Anyway, just know that this is not going to be the first and last time we're going to be checking out these minigames. It is going to be the first time, but not the last. Alright, let's do this. I love how it gives the title in the corner. Oh, wait, can't I just... Oh my god, you can just claw line. Gotta watch your silk, though, but still, you can just claw line if you need to. That is really good to know. See, you miss one time, and then it all goes downhill. And by it all goes downhill, I mean Hornet goes downhill into the water. Yes, we get it, Krat. We get it, Wild Krat. Get it? Please tell me I'm not the only one who watched Wild Krats as a kid. I don't know, it doesn't seem like a very popular show looking back on it. I think I saw it referenced outside of, you know, the show's website itself once. Whereas there's plenty of other kids shows that get tons of references online, like Cocomelon. And I guess because that's, or Cocomelon or Peppa Pig, and I guess because those are the recent ones. Whereas Wild Kratts was like 2011 that started, right? Can't believe it's been that long. I do love, however, in this minigame, hitting Krat gives you more points. Because, you know, it's the whole joke that, like, you could smack Krat around earlier in the game. Alright, I'm not gonna go for him. It's risky. Hiya. Hit the weirdo for more points. Alrighty, hiya. Hiya. I'm so glad these cute little fleas aren't being damaged too much by us. I mean, I did slice the air next to them to wake them up all the time, so they're kind of used to my shenanigans. There we go, we beat the score. I'd like to at least, oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'd like to at least keep going for as long as I can to see how high I can get. But also, at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I stopped early, because again, you'll see. My dear one, the dancer, none can best your score. You have shamed us all with your fearsome grace. But you will keep playing for me, yes? The end of the world need not be a lonely thing. So yes, we have won our first minigame. You can play more if you want, if you really do. However, we have 2 other minigames we can try, so I think I'm gonna get to those first. Bug. World is ending. Nothing left but to test ourselves. Great timing, Grandmother Silk, thank you. This trial is flea dodge. Stay upon the platforms. Avoid attacks. Longer stay gives bigger score. To score most is to become champion. This is the only thing left to strive for. Want to say this one had the highest point, like I need to get 65, and I think that's because you get 1 point for every second you stay alive. Or for every second, not that you stay alive, but every second that you go without dodging. Yes, indeed. So I need to dodge the attacks, need to dodge their incoming rushes for 65 seconds, longer than 65 seconds, you know what I mean. This is really fun, though, isn't it? And I love this idea, because, like, Act 3 is obviously way harder than Act 2, and so I love that they give you a little minigame side quest to do, and it does give you, like, a good reward, too, so it's worth your time to come and do this. Ah, okay. So when you get hit by the fleas, you aren't immediately knocked out. It's only if you fall to the floor that you're knocked out. The trial has ended. Your score can be seen on the board beside me. It is 65, right? Yes, 65. And of course, you did the best. I'm kind of surprised you did the best considering how large you are, but I guess I shouldn't underestimate your nimbleness. But yes, I do love the idea, too. Between all the doom and gloom in the rest of the world and all the extremely high difficulty that there is everywhere else, that you just give the player some fun mini-games to try. Now, that's not to say that... Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's not to say that these mini-games are super easy. In fact, quite the opposite. They're really hard, and getting the scores on them can certainly take you a while, as they did for me. Especially the last minigame that I've yet to play. Flea Juggle, that one is by far the hardest. However... Well, that sucks. 26 seconds, man, not even halfway. But still, it is a great way to chill. It is a great change of pace for the adventure, and I'm very glad they included it. I would love to see more minigames like this, because, like, the first game didn't really have that many minigames. It had the Coliseum of Fools, but even then, that was a combat arena. It was a very intense combat scenario. I'd like to see more stuff like this. I kind of wish they did more stuff like this, because, like, there was the target practice game in Act 1 and 2, I guess, that is no longer available as of Act 3. And then there's this, and there is actually one other minigame thing we haven't... Didn't think that would hit me. Okay, that's fine. There's actually another minigame thing we haven't seen yet that we're going to see in one of these future episodes. But yeah, it's like most of the minigames, like the fun ones, are in Act 3, which kind of confuses me on that. But hey, it's what they wanted to do. And the rest of the game is just like brutal challenge. But yeah, I do love changes of pace like this. I don't think the game has to be all super difficult combat to be good, you know? Okay, there we go. It also just reminds me a lot of The Legend of Zelda, and anything that reminds me of Zelda is a good thing. Okay. Ah! Okay! I did not see that guy coming! Oh, wow. The trial has ended. This is Flea Dodge. Yes, do Flea Dodge. Okay. I'm actually not doing that well at this one. That's fine, though. I should have this eventually. Yes, watch out for the ones with Flea Brew. They will move much faster. Yes, that's what the Flea Brew does. Don't hit me, thank you. Jump above you. I'd love to see how this minigame gets in the later stages. Okay. Oh, wow. Ah! Oh, okay! Did not expect that to happen! Holy shit! Okay, then. What do I do about that, then? Can I, like, bounce off of him or something? Man, I have to last 65 seconds. I'm not doing a great job of that. I mean, that's partly because of the game's randomness. There's definitely a bit of randomness to, like, when and where they spawn and why. Alrighty. Focus time. Ah! Okay, I'm good. Okay, I think if they come from the top, they come from the direction they're about to launch themselves in. So as long as I just pay attention to that, it'll all be okay. You will not go diagonally. Ah, okay. Okay, you will go diagonally. I think it's maybe if they're positioned diagonally from you, then they will. No, hard to tell. I don't know. Somehow, okay, no, it's the ways that they rear up. That's what I'm not telling. Ah, all right, we got semi-close there. I really do just have to focus, don't I? Let's go. Oh, hey, in the background is one of the fleas we used to be able to talk to, but we can't really anymore. I'm definitely glad there's a little bit of randomness to this minigame, otherwise you'd just be able to do the same things every time. Come on! I still got the same score as last time. I almost saved myself. I should have claw-lined. Ah, whatever. We got this, I can do this. Hardest boss in the game? Imagine if there was a boss that fought you like this. That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy, but it would certainly be doable. Okay, they do spawn a platform in for me. Okay. Can I, like, slap them at all? Just wondering aloud. I don't know how much that would do. If they spawn a new platform, yeah, it's a given that the previous platform you had is gonna go away. Ah, okay, okay. New platform, please. Thank you. Right? Okay, we're good. And I gotta move to this platform eventually. Got you. Did it. Okay. I'm still gonna try to survive for as long as I can. Okay, he only gets rid of it for as long as he's around, and there we go, I messed up. Perfect. Second minigame down. And now, the last one is by far the hardest. To see skills so much, moments before everything ends, gives me unexpected joy. Rishkiz, I congratulate you, champion. Thank you for the Rishkiz. I Rishkiz right back to you here. Oh! This world may fall, but we stay until the last. I did not expect the big flea in the background to go like, ooh, a song! Time to sing with it! That's adorable, I love it. I do actually have a shirt. I got a shirt as a birthday gift the other day. That's of like hornets surrounded by 3 fleas. It is adorable. How do you like our festival, Miss Hornet? I would like to play. Yes, we've already said this. Yeah, indeed, we've already said, yep. Compete in flea juggle. Oh boy, alright, time for this. Marashka, I am saying, let the game begin! Flea juggle! Okay, so I think you have to hit all the fleas before they hit the ground. These guys are gonna come in 3 times, and then I think they fly away. They start off really slow, but as you can imagine, that is subject to change. If you let more than 3 fleas touch the ground, you lose. Bam. Okay. And I need to get 30-something points on this one, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember the exact number, but yeah, it's in the 30s, I know that. God, these guys start, like, coming down instantly. Okay, gotta go for the one that... You gotta go for the fleas in the order that they launch, and don't be afraid to use the dash. Speed yourself up, there we go. There we go. Make sure you hold down the up arrow key as much as possible, or up on the D-pad. Okay, you will fall quick. There we go, we got it. Just gotta time it well. Bam. All right. Try not to sprint too much. Try not to, like, you know, try to tap the sprint key so that you only do the dash instead of the full sprint, unless you really need to. Okay. I'm doing really well. Okay. There we go. Just gotta keep a good rhythm to it. Oh my god, first try! First fucking try! You have no idea how long this minigame took me my first time through the game! I can't believe I got that first try! What the hell? Oh my god. And I'm still going strong! Alright, here we go. Holy shit! Okay, there we go. I finally let one flea fall. I remember this being way harder. Did they patch it? Did they nerf flea juggle? Seriously, I remember the fleas coming down way faster than they are doing right now. That's crazy. Okay, oh god. Or maybe my first time playing this minigame, I was just underusing the dash. For some reason, this guy was also really hard to hit. Or maybe, you know what I think it could have been? I may have been using a different crest. A different crest whose swings were much weirder. Oh my god, I'm doing incredibly at this. Okay, well, not anymore. I'm doing incredibly at this, instantly fails, but there we go. Vecna, the game is ended, and we have a new flea jungle companion. Incredible! Champion, not companion. You have proven yourself the champion at each of our flea games. I am confident now that the grand champion of our festival has emerged. It is none other than yourself, of course, and thusly must our final ceremony begin. Please, prepare yourselves. Gathered here we are to honor the grand champion of this very final of all festivals. Now, Miss Hornet, strike the great effigy with all your might. Hold on. This is the great effigy, right? Hiya! Oh, perfect. I wish I could use a silk skill on it, but unfortunately I have cross stitch equipped right now. Bam! That was awesome. Thank you all so much. And now we get the final pale oil of the game. Ecstasy at the end, wish granted. That was so fun, wasn't it? I love that. Mini games are amazing. Honestly, like, I may have been frustrated with them on my first playthrough because I was just trying to, like, get to the end of the game ASAP, but nah. In retrospect, they are, like, one of the most fun things in the entire game. And so, the great ceremony has reached its climax, and its grand champion has emerged. Thank you for spending your last moments with us here, Miss Hornet. Though the world will soon end and our paradise will crumble, not if I have anything to say about that, the memories of friendship we all shared shall surely echo through the oncoming void for all eternity. Flea Master, your sentiment is kind, but this world will not end. Oh? How good of you to speak words of hope for our benefit, but we have accepted our fate. Come, let us forget the past and revel together. It is not merely hope that I offer you, sir, but a promise. This kingdom's suffering has a singular cause, and by my own claw will it be cleansed. Perhaps not every flea will survive what's coming, but the world will not die, and your settlement may still see chance to prosper. Ah? You speak with such conviction, but I cannot bring myself to hope such. I am sorry. Come what may, we fleas will be here until the end, and the games will continue, of course. Celebrate with us for as long as you wish, dear friend. Alright, so yes, you are allowed to keep playing these games as much as you want to get as high of a score as you want, but I am good for now. You splashed yourself inside the flea brew. That is adorable. Charge this up, and then I would like to go to the other side of the Pale Lake real quick, as there is something to see out here, aside from the two fleas adorably bathing themselves. Oh my god, I love it. I love these fluffy little fellas. I can't decide if they're cuter than the grubs in the first game or not. I don't think I should decide that. I think they're both equally cute, but still. Up here, at the top, there is a thing you can silk soar up into. A little chimney covered in very... Thank you, Grandmother Silk. In very familiar looking fungi. And over here is a panel. We speak the wish of the Master Herald, he who signs an age's end. Under chapel fallen to the monarch's might, over camp collapse to the black thread plight. Scorched field on edge, shells black and burned, up tower spinning near the surgeon's spurn. Cage of one who raged against the silken lie. Fell heart of frost who soars on high. Past cradle's peak, last test of fitness, that the age may pass, this room its witness. So, the Herald visits this land too. If he is here now, then a great change or a savage end is inevitable. He would care to see nothing else. Let's take it! Passing of the age, wish promised. If this sounds familiar, that's because it involves a certain secret character from the first Hollow Knight, one of the few returning characters in Silksong. The other one that I can think of is currently Hornet herself, but I'm sure there's more than that. I'm sure there's more yet that I'm not remembering. So here we go. We now have... Wait, we updated the map? We updated the map with that little nubbins. All right, cool. Now let's go to the wishes. Let's see. So that riddle that was on the panel is stored inside of the tasks menu, the quest menu, I guess you could call it. Just like the first game, this riddle is... Sorry, let me recollect my thoughts real quick. So, in the first game, there was this weird little secret character called Mr. Mushroom that you would find traveling all over the world. Hidden away in Kingdom's Edge was a panel containing a riddle that would tell you each of his locations. This game is doing basically the same thing, except, unlike the first game where you could come across Mr. Mushroom just on your own, you do have to find and accept this wish first, which again, I think is kind of weird, but it's okay. Because now we have the riddle here, and now we have it stored within us. So, we need to go to each verse of the riddle is describing a location in Farloom, and we need to go there. Under Chapel Fall into the Monarch's Might. So that's probably the very beginning of the game, if I had to guess. That's probably way down here. Because, like, this is the ruined chapel, right? So, yeah. Let's just go down there. We'll have to travel back down to Bone Bottom. Let me just shortcut my way back to the Bellway Station, because I do not feel like trekking through Putrefied Ducts again. I wish there was a quicker and simpler way to Fleatopia, but I understand why there isn't. You gotta have a little bit of inconvenience first before you're allowed to have fun and merriment and drink, like, wine or whatever. The fleas kind of remind me of the hobbits in that way. All they want to do is just have some fun. And unfortunately, Farloom kind of goes against their whole belief system. Especially with the plates I have them living in now. Alright, head back to the ruined chapel. I got nothing else to say, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I did also look up a list of the various mementos we can collect. Ah, yep. Indeed. He's around here. Oh wait, I forgot. He is actually right here you need to play the needle in, right. Play it for long enough and he will eventually emerge. Hello, sir, it's been a long time. You continue to sing? Oh, you do? But Mr. Mushroom readjusts. Captioned shells may fall to dust. Lies and truths must be discussed. Stone will break and steel shall rust. But Mr. Mushroom readjusts. I have no idea what he means by any of those. And I especially don't know what he means by... Crossed weapon sleeping, of course, but shaped unlike any you've seen before. To travel underneath is one thing, but traveling up above may require a different sort of sight. Sir Harold, it seems rare coincidence for us to meet in this distant land. Unless perhaps you followed me here. A path that meets itself is an ill portent indeed. Those who peer sideways know well enough. Oh, excuse me. I like how Hornet actually tries talking to him, unlike the knight in the first game, who obviously couldn't talk. That's great. Actually, now that I have one of the old hearts, do these three have anything to say about it? I found the well in the hidden chambers beyond. The power that remained at its base I have taken for myself. Oh, this is me talking about the shaman crest, I guess. Found yourself a new nature, and from the shells of our ancestors, no less. All those many who'd have called these lands their own. You make it seem so simple, like all that learning, all that strength sucked up in a world of silk. We'd call you a thief, old one, and cruel for the taking, but it's all coming down soon if you can't stop it. If there's advantage in your act that might see these caves safe, then it's better you make your claim. Go there, March, at the far border of the lowlands, we can still see her. Okay, yes, they're just directing me to the old heart in the far fields. Unfortunately for you all, I am currently not super interested in that one. So, yeah. That's not my next one when we eventually get there. So I want to say Mr. Mushroom is also here. These guys certainly are. I'm not gonna let y'all hit me again. Yep. I said I'm not gonna let y'all hit me again. I guess I lied. I lied 3 times. Okay. Cool. Cool. Why am I... No. Don't press Windows key. Ah! You piece of shit. Die. Thank you. I do hear him up here, though. Here's Mr. Mushroom. Oh, yes. I have enough rosaries to buy the spa now. I gotta go do that at some point this episode. And I would also like to check in with the relic dudes, because I think there are some relics I have an arcane egg, right? Yes, and I do think this counts as a relic that I can turn into them. So yeah, I should definitely do that. What is this last craft metal used for? Can't really remember. Great strives move the world, but small steps shouldn't be overlooked. One mystery leads to another. Scrutinizing the belly of the thing will prove useful. The meaning behind your music is as opaque as ever. Would you converse with me directly, sir? Trust yourself and each other. The solution is always within grasp. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Hornet, he's shy. I understand the feeling myself. Alright, let's see where the next one is. Scorched field on edge, shells black and burned. That sounds like the far fields. Specifically by shells blacked and burned? I mean... could it be here? I do hope it's not up here. I think it's down here, though. I think it's somewhere down here. Maybe this is the shell black and burned. Either way, this general region of the map is where I'm going to search next. In the meantime, I'm going to make a pit stop at Bellheart real quick. To do the things that I said I was going to do. I'd also like to turn in the memento to my house. Would be nice. The Bellheart. Saying in the same voice as my cat. Because I love saying things in her voice. She's such a cute little darling. I love her so much. I love that cat. Alright, head up, Pavo. Ooh, we have a new wish here. What is this one? Hero's Call. A distressed bug was heard calling for help near the bellway atop the Great Sandy Steps. Will no one come to the sad wretch's aid? Ah. I see. Well, I suppose I can end the video with this. Possibly. Assuming that there's time. I mean, of course there's gonna be time. I think I might start making these videos a little longer just to wrap up this series sooner than later. I don't necessarily want to go to 40 episodes, but, you know, might turn out that way. Fine purchase you made. Allow us a moment and we'll get it set up in your bell home. Beautiful. Alright, let me jump us up. Actually, no. Stop with the relic guy first.
I saw something on you. Yes. Here's my arcade egg. Yes, this looks like I collected well. Look.
So, yes, I am missing quite a few of these. I think I'm missing a third one of these, and 2 of these rune harps. Because they're actually more than one of the same thing. Like, these are all Coral Commandments. They all say different things about them, but these are all Bone Scrolls. These are all Weave Refugees. So they're not super unique, but you know. I do plan to go collect them, as I have looked up where they are. I'll be doing those in the coming episodes, and I might also do, like, one final collect everything that I have missed so far episode before the series is done, but yes. Just letting you know my plans for the near future. An artifact almost impossibly old, marked inside with many fine etchings. Most are indecipherable. No will, no self, shade.
More than bring me more relics of the past.
Let me go rest at the spa inside my bell home, and then, I believe, since we have this pale oil, I should be able to take it back to Pinmaster Pliny. Who is, like, you know, right next door to us. Not the quickest healing ever, not the quickest silk filling ever. I'd much rather just sit on a bench to get it faster, but hey, that's fine. Let me change Crest. Since we are now back in kind of an exploratory mood, let's bring back Shaman Crest. Where's the last memory locket, I wonder? Can't remember. I might have to look up where that is, too. Yes, we'll go with this. No, not Egaflealia, though. Not Egaflealia. As much as it might technically help with silk skills, no thanks, I'm good. I'm gonna go with, instead of that, how about, yeah, Fractured Mask. Why not? I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage as I explore the world anyway, so may as well make things slightly easier for myself. Yeah, look at this. We have a ton of mementos available in Act 3 to collect. Many of these involve, one of these actually involved getting a super high score on the flea minigames, which I'll have to do later. But there's also quite a few of these just in random corners of the world. This is the first one we got for defeating Watcher on the Edge, so yeah. I do plan to collect all of these in this playthrough. I think I was just gonna say, the one thing I'm not super interested in doing is the journal entries, but one of the mementos requires you to complete the journal. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be completing the journal too. Do not you worry. It is fortunate to see you returned, Pinmaster. The roads between here and that deep woods' grave crawl with violent foes. I had concerns for your safety. Brave warrior, my hero. 'Twas indeed a fearful scramble home, but safe I now am, and a warmly pleasure to see you too, for the world has darkened indeed. In such times, the task for a Pinmaster is clear, to polish and sharpen and refine, suchly that the glimmer of your blade may pierce through the encroaching murk. Again, Pinmaster, I must ask your skilled service. I bring another gland of oil. I just realized this is gonna cost me rosaries, isn't it? And I just spent all of them on the spa! Yeah. Oh, yeah, so much. This bug is past surprise. It is time, methinks, to see your blade's work finished, to bring about a shine bright as none before. Well, now, why wait? Would you have me begin, traveler? Yeah, it needs 680. Wait, 608? I'm close to that. Hold on. I did turn in the relic. I guess that was what it was from. Interesting. I only have one of these. Does it? No, it's not gonna quite give me that level. Well, I'll break it anyway. Is there, like, anything else to sell in this game? I've already sold it all. I've already used all my extra rosary items. I guess up to the Citadel with me to farm a little bit. I'll be right back. I return with the rosaries. I'm very glad that me selling the arcane egg gave me that many, because man, if I had to farm all the way up to 600 rosaries again just for this, that would have sucked. That blade, by claw, it is done. Sharper than this Pinmaster would have believed achievable, shining pale and clear. Bonva, stranger, you have granted my wish, and more. Your blade has accomplishment to match those of great Pinmasters past. Volume may ail, but throughout its morbid dim, your needle will shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond. We now have the Pale Steel Needle. This is the strongest form of the needle, dealing 21 damage. But of course, enemies raise their defense, so it doesn't truly deal 21 damage. Whatever. The High Steel Blade has been sharpened to its ultimate form. Beautiful. Okay, he just continues to say the same thing. Hornet doesn't thank him for all his hard work and labor, I guess. Cool. All right, anyway. Let us head down to Farfields. And look for Mr. Mushroom around there. I want to say, I think I remember, like, I do remember tracking this guy down, and I was pretty much correct about every area that he was in. I don't think I ever had to look up where he was, so I sure hope I'm correct this time, too, because it would be quite inconvenient if I was not correct. Let me rest on this bench, not just to respawn here in case I die, but also to refill my silk. Would be very nice. There we go. Full silk meter. Again, I must voice my complaint that when the silk meter is all maxed out like that, the entire thing doesn't glow. That would be amazing if it did. If I ever make a mod for this game, that's gonna be like the one thing it does. Aw, man. I was kind of hoping Mr. Mushroom would go into that little dead-end room that Chakra's in. Alright. Because, like, the real thing says Shell's black. I saw that. I'm sorry. There's just rosaries over here that I never got. Okay, let's fix that. Oh, interesting. The upward slash on Shaman Crest actually doesn't quite reach as far down as it used to. All right. Just past the arena of 2 different boss fights. Let's see. Is it you who has Mr. Mushroom around? No, okay. I do remember something like that. I remember... What the hell? Why did I freeze just then? That was odd. I do remember Mr. Mushroom going inside a building at some point. And again, could always be thinking about the original game. Yeah, I think I am actually. The original game where he goes into Nail Master. Who's that guy up in Howling Cliffs? Mato? Yeah, Mato. When he goes into Mato's house, and you have to find him inside there. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna guess he's by the chapel, if anywhere. By the way, where's the back? Okay, there's the background music. I was gonna say, why is it so quiet? Can we get some nice music in here? I love the Farfields theme. It's one of the few tracks from this game I have saved on my phone to listen to whenever I want to on the go, because it is that freaking good. I've also decided that the track for the Grandmother Silk fight, Awakening, is also good enough for that purpose. I gotta move it to my phone eventually, because yeah, I remember first listening to Awakening, whereas like, but aside from the build-up into the song itself, which of course is beautiful, I never really regarded the song itself as much of any good, but listening to it back again while playing the game, I have to say, nah, it's pretty damn good. Alright. Is Mr. Mushroom around here by chance? I am now full on shell shards. I suppose this is what happens if you use Shaman Crest too long. What's back in here now? What's in this church now? The Chapel of the Mask Shard. It's just a single dude with... Oh, wait a second. Yep. This is probably where I got the Mask Shard at the end of all that. I'm assuming I have y'all's entries already. But do not need to worry. Let's keep going. Broken bench location. Ah, yes, he's right here. Bam! So I guess, yes, because it does turn kind of into more of the dry marrow landscape. This is probably what it means by the blackened shells and whatever. There we go. Oh, wait, he's up there. I just noticed. He's on top of the platform. The elements do not conspire against you. They have their own desires. When one spies a great peak, the natural inclination is to begin climbing. The little left behind. You've decided then? A companion for the journey. Oh, excuse me. Hornet didn't even say anything that time. She's just like, yeah, he's not gonna talk to me. Up towers spinning near the surgeon spurned. That sounds like Cogwort Core, but it also sounds like White Ward. I'm not sure which one that would be. What's spinning towers? Because, like, the Cogwort Core is kind of a tower. Also, why is this room of Cogwort Core darker than the rest? I don't know. Anyway. What would the spinning towers be? I'm actually... Oh, wait, no. It's Greymore. It's Greymore. Greymore has the two towers that have the gears inside of them. It's them. Okay. We got it. Near the surgeon's burn. That's the... Okay. That's the, that's Yarnaby, right? The person who gave us an abortion, you know? Okay, no. I was about to go up to Cogwort Core. Man, that would have been a waste of time. I mean, you never know. That could be one of his future locations. We'll have to see if that's truly the case. Why am I backtracking all this way? I have a song that's supposed to complete this process for me. I don't have to freaking backtrack all the way to a station. I could just warp to it. Another thing I kind of like about Act 3, and this is a kind of friction with players that I wish games did a little bit more. It is interesting how you cannot have the world fully accessible to you and have it be peaceful at the same time. You cannot have the friendly, peaceful Bellheart or the friendly, peaceful Songclave. You cannot have Bone Bottom's existence. You cannot have, you know, there not being voided enemies in every single location ever. Without it, sorry, what am I trying to say? You can't have it be all deadly and dangerous and also fully explorable at the same time, which I think is pretty cool. Also, we have a new combat arena here, which I did not expect. I kind of remember this combat arena blindsiding me my first playthrough, me getting killed and then going like, well, what the fuck? How was I supposed to know it would be here? And I kind of stand by that. Like, why is there another combat arena here? It doesn't really make much sense. I guess they wanted to, like, you know, they wanted to get their mileage out of the whole voided enemies thing, but, you know, it's kind of a nasty shock. But I guess that's what it's supposed to be. It's kind of a nasty shock. Farloom is unpredictable. Farloom has changed. And it's partly your fault. Alright, there we go. I'm actually really glad I chose this crest. This is great for this battle. Being able to use Silk Spear at long range, being able to use Thread Storm up close, being able to use Cross Stitch if ever I felt like it. That was really fun, actually. Went way better than it did my first playthrough, too. Alright, so now we head back up there. Yeah, it's right around here. So we just make a straight line this way. And we'll be there. Alright, do not void yourself, please. Oh my god! Oh my god, perfect. Perfect. I loved it. I love getting those cross stitches, man. It's like one of the few times where I'm actually willing to parry in a game, because otherwise, if a game has a parry and it's not Ultra Kill, then I'm kind of like, I don't really feel like doing that. But for this, nah, cross stitch is just too fun. He did say he was near this place, right? I'm sure he's not in there with her. Might be up here. Further up here? No? Where is he? This is his next location, right? Yes. Up tower spinning near this. What happens if I call out to you again? Ah, who keeps making all that racket out there? Such hard shaking and screaming. The crucial work is being spoiled. I love it. Have you seen a mushroom around these parts? A weird talking mushroom? Okay, he's not here. That's strange. Maybe he's here or here? Let's try down here first. We going down. We yelling timber. Anyway. Oh god, you're voided. Alright, let's go. Let's go, my man. Oh, man. This Voltverm thing, Volt Filament thing, whatever I'm using. Voltverm is the boss, I forgot. Or Voltworm, whatever it was called. This Volt Filament thing is super fun. Okay, I have a feeling that Mr. Mushroom's gonna be up instead, so let's go. Like, this is the right location, is it not? Oh, maybe it's at the top of this tower? No? Oh, but I can't just crawl out into here, so that's nice. That's a nice little shortcut. Oh, here he is, okay. Just gotta go to the place and search around, and eventually you'll find him. I don't really remember him being here, but then again, it's been a while since I finished Silksong the first time, so... Yes, communication is the heart of it. The grandest boasts and the tiniest murmurings all have their meanings. Your point is well made. Even the flowers have their stories to tell. Light can be cast anywhere. I've no desire to interrupt your meditations, Harold, but I am eager to speak with you, if you would listen. Take note of it all, render it in line. You'll be glad to know that you did. You can take the journey home with you. Oh, excuse me. So I have a feeling the reason why it sounds like he's talking to someone else other than you, I think if you put on Spore Shroom in the first Hollow Knight and you read the many, like, ghostly mushroom tablets, I guess they're not really ghostly, but you know what I mean. You read one of the many tablets throughout the fungal wastes, it indicates that all the mushrooms are in some kind of hive mind. Like, they're all the same. And that is actually... That would make a lot of sense, because that is the nature of fungi. Fungi are like this big thing that sprouts into a bunch of little mushrooms. Those mushrooms aren't individual creatures, they all come from the same source of life. And so that would make perfect sense if that's the case. Like, you know, he's talking to all the other mushrooms, or, you know, he's talking to the massive fungus he's connected to, or whatever. So yeah, that does make perfect sense. Cage of one who's raged against the Silken Lie. That'll bring us up into the Citadel. That is the first sinner. So let's go to the slab. I guess now I know why they were called the first sinner. It's because they were the first one to, like, resist Grandmother Silk and all her dealings and whatever. And I guess Hornet was another one who resisted? And that's part of the reason why she was captured? Perhaps. Perhaps. Again, I really gotta look into the lore. I think for when the time comes that I'm gonna do, like, the big last cleanup video where I collect everything that I don't already have, I will look into the lore for this game, and that's when I will give the explanation on it. Or at least I'll give my best explanation on it. I am at least glad, though, that even though this game does have fairly vague lore, just like the first game, the story and the plot itself as a whole is much clearer than the first game, and I really appreciate that. It's actually really cool. It's actually refreshing to play a game in this style where that actually, like, tells a fucking story. You have no idea just how happy that makes me anyway. At the bottom of a well, you can only look up. The past is hidden from those who look forwards. Those echoes may guide you still. Yes, that's true. For the kind-hearted, a weapon can also be a friend. You're so eager to follow in her footsteps, but what are you leaving for those who come next? Oh, excuse me. Out of curiosity, is there anything inside the first sinner's cage now? No, there is not. Okay, cool. What next? Fell Heart of Frost to... I have to climb Mount Fae again! Well, hey, look on the bright side. Silksong can help skip most of it. Still, though, it reminds me of that one meme. I'm back in the fucking building again! Oh my god, I'm so sick! As I said, first time you go through Mount Fae, awesome, love it. subsequent times you go through Mount Fae, meh. It's just such an annoying area to navigate because it's built to sustain a challenge and not to be an area that you explore repeatedly. And yet, they make it an area that you have to explore repeatedly if you want 100%. And I don't get it. Oh, well. Yeah, I may as well not cut it out. It has been... Actually, has it been? I fought the Pinstress not long ago. Right? Yeah, it really hasn't been that long since I fought the Pinstress up here, so... Or Pinmaster... No, it's Pinmaster Pliny, it's Pinstress who gives you the Needle Strike and who fights you up here, right? I'm right about that, right? I actually kind of didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could claw line to bounce off of spikes. That's really good to know, actually. Alright, well, I assume then we have to go back up to where we got the double jump before. I do like the Mr. Mushroom quest. It's a great way to, like, take you back to all these familiar locations you visited, not only to gain major upgrades like the whatchamacallit, the double jump, but also the, you know, anything else. And then it makes you revisit them, makes you reflect on your journey a little bit. Okay, this is worth it. I forgot they're having a conversation.
One can visit the past, but then memories become contradictory. When the call rings out again, will you let your previous actions cloud your vision? By claw, by voice, history always rises to meet us. Oh, excuse me.
Missed opportunity to make him say excuse us. Alright, next. Past Cradle's Peak, last test of fitness. We must climb back up into the cradle and meet him there. Interesting. Alright, before I do though, I am curious. Does the Mask Maker over here, that is his name, right? The Mask Maker? Does he have anything new to say about Act 3? I'm assuming he does. I'm assuming that every NPC has something new to say. I'm curious to see his insight, though, on what's going on. Just to see if he has some any extra info about it that we don't already have. I don't know. It's entirely possible he only knows as much as us. In which case, yeah, this won't be the most worthwhile visit, but hey, I do have the warp back to previously used fast travel station ability for a reason. Oh god, okay. Oh no, 1 second. Please spawn a new one, thank you. I love how a new fly just spawns in to take its place. It's like, oh no, my brother died on watch duty, guess I'm up next. It's like they're all in a queue lining up to take the spot of their fallen friends. Hiya! Hello, sir. How you doing in here?
Late you are, and already a mask, already a face. It is for those that without that I must carve.
Until caverns collapse, the masks must be made. I'm assuming that's new. I mean, most of it's kind of the same. He never told me that I was late before. I just said that I have the ability to do this. I should probably use it. Okay, I'm ready. This won't be the final challenge this episode, but it will be certainly one of the final challenges in the game in general. You'll see what I mean. Let's go back to Grand Bellway, and then I'm gonna take an elevator to the High Hall so that we can go from there up to the Cradle, and we'll do everything that's up there, you know? Gotta make sure to sit on the bench while I do. However, before I forget, I do actually want to change crest, and I'm gonna change to a crest that I rarely ever use, don't use nearly enough, and that's Wanderer. I do think Wanderer's crest is actually gonna help out a lot for this next section. Sure, we'll keep Long Claw, Silk Shot, that's fine. Sharp Dart probably won't help too much in what I'm about to do, but then again, I don't think it matters what Silk skill I bring to this, so yeah. Silk Speed Anklets, sure, may as well. We got Magnetite Dice, we got everything, we got Reserve Bind. I might want to switch this out. Let's see. It's hard to say. Oh, yeah, Weave Light. Let's go with Weave Light. I think Weave Light would be good for what we're doing. I forgot, look at how fast I am. Oh my god, I'm fast as fuck, boy. You have no idea how fast I really am. Wait, I forgot. What is the Terminus station like, actually? I want to check this out real quick. Like, ever since we've done the deed, what is Terminus like? Okay, so you can access at least this passageway, but nothing else. Okay. Did we, like, crawl through here out of Act... I can't remember what we did at the start of Act 3. But, oh yeah, this entire section is now isolated. We can do nothing here. So we have to find a different way up into the cradle. I can't remember at the moment how we would do that. There's a place I fell out into this hallway somewhere. And I don't know how I would go about getting back. Oh, wait, this place is darkened because I think it's inaccessible now. Is that right? Okay, well, anyway, let's return to High Halls. Let's go check out the bottom areas of the elevator that we took up to the cradle initially. We'll search around the place and see if there's a way inside, because if I remember correctly, it's kind of hard to find your way back up here. But there is a way back up here, as long as you know where it is. Alrighty, let's go rest at the bench. Where's the bench? Bench is right here. Perfect. Man, this is fun. I really gotta use this ability. I gotta use the Silk Speed Anklets more. It's too fun. Alright, there we go. Can I get a critical hit on you, sir? Would love that. Ah, man, I should have Cross-Stitch equipped. Sharp Rat's cool too, though, because then I can do that. Oh! Okay, very close. Bam! Bam! Cleanest fight with one of those guys I have ever had. Okay, we fell... I want to say we fell out of here somewhere, right? There's a place you can Silk Soar up into that is not clearly indicated. And I think that's the ultimate answer. I would like to check out this room real quick, though. Let's see. What happens if I Silk Soar here? Okay, that does take me up to Cogwort Core-ish things. But I don't think I can go back in. Can I? No. Okay. So, yes, this entire section right here is just blocked off from us. Oh, this is the tunnel. Oh, we just climb back up through here. Okay. I was like, there's some tunnel somewhere, but I kept imagining it as being part of the cradle, as opposed to being part of the Cogwort Core. So yeah, it's not there. Not there. Am I under it? Okay, it's right here. Or not? Maybe it's right. No. Here? Where the dust is falling? Yes, sure, okay, that works, I guess? I mean, the map details show that it connects right there, but okay, whatever you wanted to do, Team Cherry, sure. Alright, hello. Man, I have used, like, no red tools. That's kind of funny, because I'm at max shell shards. Why can't I be at max rosaries? Would be nice. I do believe with purchasing the spa and with buying the last needle upgrade, sorry, I might be at the end of things to buy with rosaries. I might have bought everything that there is to buy in this whole game, which would be very nice if true, because then it means I don't have to worry about losing rosaries for the rest of the adventure. I, of course, could be wrong about that, but only time will tell. I did not think I would jump high enough to hit that, but okay. Got a wall jump up. Uppish, please. Uppish, please. Uppish. Sure. Let's do this. Silk Sword to make it easier. Okay. Ah! I'm one hit away from being allowed to heal that back. Can there be an enemy around here so I can get that one get that one thing of silk that I need? Please, can I have an enemy? Okay, no, I'll just use up all my silk instead. Sure, that's fine. I didn't need silk anyway. Okay, so here we had... Oh, yeah, this does make sense. We dropped in here, and I was like, hey, this is like the place at the top of the Cogwort Core. That's because it is the place at the top of the Cogwort Core. I just didn't know. Okay. I believe we climb back up. Nope, okay, it's right there. We want to go. Again, for every failed attempt at this, you lose a spool of silk. I don't know why. Why does the Silk Soar cost silk? I know, yes, you're technically using silk, but, like, it doesn't have any combat use. There is literally no reason why it should cost silk. It's really annoying that it does, because now it means I can't heal where otherwise I could. I don't know. Anyway, now that we are back here, when we first woke up at the beginning of Act 3, we did not yet have the Silk Soar. Now we do. And now a new passage is accessible, where we can find Mr. Mushroom. Eventually. Hey, wait, it's another one of those cages. This is kind of how it looked in the thumbnail for whatchamacallit, in the thumbnail for the beginning of Act 3. You know, the thumbnail and the save file. I guess we were technically there, because this is the ruins of the room where we fought Grandmother Silk, so yeah. Would make sense. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I was just going to comment on how I missed the ambience from the start of the song Awakening, Grandmother Silk's boss theme. I forgot that even played. It's playing a slowed down version of it right now, as like a memory of what happened here. God, that's so cool. I totally forgot about this. Okay, so as you can see up there's something quite important I'm trying to reach. Trying to reach you about its car's extended warranty. There we go. Claim. It's a piece of Grandmother Silk, and we get to bind it to ourselves. Strangely, despite looking a lot like a crest acquisition, it's just a silk skill. But it is our final silk skill. Pale Nails. Spin lethal talents from thread that seek out enemies. These are kind of like summons that float by you and eventually will target an enemy and go after them. From what I remember, it's really not the best thing in the world. It's really not that useful, but it's a thing. Bam, and we get to try it out. Let's go. That is every silk skill in the game, as of yet. Oh, hey, I get to heal. Nice. You know what? Yeah, fuck it, full health for this. Believe me, I'm gonna want full health for this. Before we can truly try our silk skill, I'll try to remember to use it later. There is yet more to see. There's a little passage up here. And soar through it, and enter a secret tunnel. We still have not found Mr. Mushroom yet, just reminding you of that. Okay, if there's more enemies like you, then I guess we can use it. Hiya! Go! Okay, you know, that was actually kind of cool. Now, my question is, do they float around you until there's an available enemy? Let me try. Okay, they do. Okay, oh, but only for a brief little time. If there's no enemy, they'll just fly forwards and hit whatever they hit. But if there is an enemy in range, they'll go after them on purpose. Okay. Very cool. Got your journal entry, that's good. Very interesting music we have here. This is probably yet another piece of music that is not included in the soundtrack, unfortunately. Oh my god. I'm a dunce. Got a little bit of a platforming challenge here. Bam. Oh no. I'm gonna get some silk from you because I would like to be able to heal. Gonna avoid using claw line for as long as I can. So I'm 3 down. Oh, bench. Okay, perfect. Is there anything else that I want to equip right now? Probably not. Let's just go. Bam. The reason why I wanted to put on the Wanderer Crest is we are about to face the most difficult platforming challenge in Hollow Knight Silksong. And the Wanderer Crest gives you the same pogo as the first game, which I think would be the best for this situation. Got a claw line across, and no. Okay. Jump, dash. Okay, no. The dash has a lot more fall off than it does in the first game. So we wanna jump, claw line, dash. There we go. Yes. This is gonna be very, very precision platformy going forwards. It's kind of like Well, it's kind of like the White Palace or Path of Pain equivalent of this game. However, in my opinion, it doesn't get anywhere near as difficult. Also, these guys are new enemies. I'm just gonna sit here and kill them because I don't want to have to come back for them later. Let me just get some rune, sorry, whatever this is called. I was about to say rune rage, that's not right. Bam, okay, there we go. What are these guys? These are Garpids. Oh my god, they're like baby Garpids from the first game. If you remember the big fucking worms that tunneled through the things in Deep Nest? Yeah, these are like baby versions of those. I'm gonna turn up the microphone a little bit. Again, just in case that's too quiet. I mean, I did put on like a limiter filter in OBS, and it's possible restarting OBS caused it to actually take effect. I don't know, we'll have to see. A common enough bug, though not to be underestimated. The cuteness of their other senses more than makes up for their lack of vision. Alright, very cool. Lots of these fellas in these tunnels we just run past, and we're fine. I'm not sure why Hornet was so afraid of them. They are not at all anything to be concerned about. Gotta use Claw Line, because that is one difference between the Claw Line's harpoon and the normal dash, is that the harpoon actually makes you go straight ahead, whereas the dash does have some fall off in midair, especially compared to the dash from the first game. So yes, there's definitely a big Claw Line section. Now, the tricky part is, yeah, platforming, hitting the spikes while platforming is going to hurt, and because we need to constantly be claw lining, that's gonna use up our silk. So our health bar is essentially finite. We will not really be able to heal that easily. And as far as I know, I don't think there's like a set of tools in this game, a set of perks, that will give you the same powerful ability as the as some of the charms in the first Hollow Knight. Where like, in the first Hollow Knight, there was a set of charms you could equip that made you basically immune to platforming, as long as you played your cards right and weren't overly reckless. I do not believe the same applies to this game. It is not possible to make yourself fully immune to platforming, just because of how they changed the mechanics and how many of those charms from the original don't have any equivalents in Silksong. Okay, we got a new enemy here. I would like to kill it for a journal entry, yeah. Yeah, unfortunate as it is, I would like to kill it for a journal entry. Thankfully, they do respawn, so I can just sit here and farm if I want. And I have Weave Light equipped, so I will keep getting 4 silk in order to just keep killing them with this silk skill over and over, which will be very, very useful. Weave Light is really good, actually, especially once you have all the silk hearts. It takes a while to get there, but once you get there, it's really good. Okay, there we go. What are you guys? Immobas. The poor creatures lived a life too calm and coddled. It would not fare well in the world beyond its walls. You know, I was kind of hoping to be able to wrap up the Void Mass wish this episode, because, you know, I was gonna go around to all the Mr. Mushroom spots, and I was kind of hoping to be able to discover a new Void Mass along the way. That didn't end up happening, so I don't know. We will still have time for it. It's not like, you know, that quest is completely inaccessible to us or anything, but yeah. That was part of my plans for this episode, was to finish that up. It didn't really end up happening, because once I'm done with this, there's just gonna be one more thing I want to do, and then I'm gonna be done for the episode. Okay, gotta play this better. I think if we get hit by these enemies, it's not an instant respawn like hitting the spikes is. However, they can indeed knock us into the spikes, so that is a danger worth worrying about. Okay. Oh no, I used my double jump, not supposed to. So we jump. Here, jump dash. No, don't use double jump yet. Jump dash claw line. Fuck. Don't do that. Don't do that. I really don't want to die on this part. I think we want to jump dash when we fall far enough, claw line. Jump dash, claw line, double jump. There we go. Gotta find out, like, which order of abilities you need to use. Claw line, double jump. Perfect. Claw line, double jump. Claw line. Oh, really? Really? Come on. Okay, these guys are here to give silk, right? So I'm gonna farm silk from them real quick. What the fuck? Okay, okay, let me get out of there now. None of you spawn over here, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I just gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. My fractured mask is gone now. Not like that really matters. Oh, don't hit them. Don't hit them when they're both spawned. Don't hit them when they're both spawned. That's bad. Bad idea. Bad ideas. Let me just heal again. I'm glad that they give you these enemies as a way to farm silk. It's very nice. You know what? I'll just go with this. It's fine. As long as I don't get hit by these guys, having 5 health points is gonna be fine. I mean, hey, 5 health points is what we started the game with. Cool. Did not graze the spikes with the top of my head this time. Ah, fuck. I messed that up. Okay, jump, dash, claw line, double jump. There we go. Jump, claw line, double jump. Jump, claw line, double jump. Claw line, but not too high. Ah, not like that. Okay. I got this. This does remind me a lot more of Path of Pain than it does of White Palace in general, though. Just the lack of any solid ground to stand on the entire time. Okay, there we go. Bam, 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 bam. Gotta say, this is a much more interesting end to the Mr. Mushroom quest than the original game, where it's just like, go back to the start of the game. Now this one is like, go down Path of fucking Pain. Oh no, oh god, I'm good. Everything's fine here. Everything is just fine here. No need to call anyone. Yes, Father. Can I just die? Anyway. Yeah. Oh, you know what I should do? I should attack upwards. Yes. Slash upwards, that way it won't be blown back. That's the trick. That's the trick I gotta take. God fucking damn it, don't kill me. Okay, there we go. Oh my god! It's this damn Wanderer Crest and its damn short range. I need help from this. I need to hit these guys for help. There we go. Oh my god. This is certainly tense. Alright, that's good enough. I'll take that health and I'll keep moving up. Moving up in the world. Literally. I think the last time I did this section, I used Reaper Crest. So Reaper Crest definitely works well, as well. Alright, hiya. Because, you know, its pogo is relatively easy to bring in platforming sequences. Now imagine doing this with Hunter Crest. Definitely doable, but a bit of a challenge for sure. Can I stop fucking claw lining at the wrong times? Please. I understand that I'm doing it at the wrong timings now. So can I please stop doing it at the wrong timings? Can I please stop repeating the same mistakes? Literally the definition of insanity, according to that one guy. I think insanity means something very different. It's just that one guy was saying like, oh, doing something over and over again and expecting something different to happen. That's insanity. I think he was just exaggerating the word, but, you know, people have taken that because it sounds cool. Especially for a villain to say in a certain first-person shooter by the name of Far Cry 3, available on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Okay, I do still have silk. I was stopping there because I was worried I didn't have any silk, but no, I do. Bam! There we go. That was the final stretch, and of course it took me the longest to finish. Naturally.
Do they realize it would only be the beginning? If they cleave themselves free, they would need to find their way anew. Oh, Wormchild. It's no surprise it's you who meets me here. Following me, are you? Or calling me? It is true I would not have sought the lands below if not for your grand actions within them. But now, having journeyed their breadth, what singular sights I beheld. Flaming lakes, tangled woods, caves consumed by sand and frost. Remarkable things all, though given their void-claimed state, it seems you and I may be the last to hold those memories.
I cannot allow that outcome, Harold. I act now to save that place, both for myself and for those bugs still alive within. As one who has seen so much, tell me simply, do you believe my efforts in vain?
Me? Certainly you can ask, but I cannot provide good answer. I've no mind for outcomes. Always my vision is too clouded by the present. Only the journey, the now. For myself, that is the purpose, and as far as my sight can see. If any other could come to understand that state, worm child, I suspect it may be you. Though maybe not yet, not this present, Maybe in a future far, when your actions might hail me so again. Alas, from these quaking caves it is past time I made my swift exit. Ours each may be long and winding roads, but I hope you too come to know the many joys upon the path. His people needed him. Doesn't have anything else to say there? Cool. Well, there is still a place we can go. Up where he went? Oh, wow. I was actually able to, like, pull myself out here. That's cool. Welcome to what I believe is the surface. Indeed, despite how some of these areas throughout this game look, the entire game has taken place completely underground up until this point. This resembles, this greatly resembles Dirtmouth, the surface area of Hallow Nest, so yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the surface of the Hollow Knight universe. This does raise questions in my mind of, like, where do these two games take place? Do they take place in, like, a post-apocalyptic future where all humans are dead and the bugs are the only things that survive? These guys are Skrills. They run away from you and that's it. They don't even hit you for touching them. They are completely passive enemies. You can still kill them anyway if you want to. Hello? I heard that. I heard someone. Oh yeah, I think they also burrow into the sand or something. I don't know. They do something like that. These little weirdos do something, that's for sure. Out there lie the endless wastes. If I cross them now, Farloom shall fall to a black fate of my making. My choice is made. I will not abandon its bugs to that grim end. I must descend again and cut them free. I love this little area. It reminds me a lot of Hallow Nest's Crown, where you finally reach, like, the highest point on the entire world map, genuinely. And it's just, like, a quiet nothingness. And that's all you really need sometimes, you know? Just a little quiet something to reflect on your journey up to this point, yada yada. This platform is just straight up ripped from Hollow Knight, which I find very funny. That makes sense, because this whole place is, like, from Hollow Knight. Descend to Farloom, I'll do that last. I think there is one thing to see up here, though. The Nameless Town. Ah. Interesting. We are forced to walk here, interestingly. I'm not doing that. Okay, well, we can still sprint from dashing at least, but yeah. We are forced to move very slowly in the center. I can't remember if the other settlements, well, Bellheart definitely doesn't, but I don't think Bone Bottom did either, which is interesting. Now, I want to say over here, you can see those little stringy silk things. That's usually your indication to play the needle in. From depths below, the weaving ones beckon. Now only the wind. Sweet promises whispered. From depths below, friends seduced. The weaving ones beckon. That's all you say, but I want to say there's more here. Yes, once you're done, you get a memento. The Surface Memento. Or an ornament of the Nameless Town high above Farloom. The memento can be displayed in a home. Very nice. Alright. I think we're done here. Let's go back down. Oh boy, where's this now? Where's this gonna drop us? Oh, right above the bench. Okay, cool. Oh, so now if you ever want to revisit the Nameless Town, you have a shortcut. You don't have to go all the way back up, which is very, very nice. All right, so as I said prior, you can't call them here? Really? Okay, guess I'll have to go back down. There is one last thing I would like to do in this video, and apparently it's gonna require me to do some backtracking first. And that is, I would like to complete the wish that we have collected. And then we'll be done. Oh my god, fuck you. Get me out of this hellhole. I want nothing more to do with these little spider dudes. Alright.
Oh, right, that's technically the inside of a building, so the beasts don't want to come into the inside of a building. Okay, that makes sense. Here is fine, though. If I remember correct, the description of the wish said to seek the blasted steps. Let me just confirm that is the case. Seek out the distressed bug near the blasted steps bellway. Interesting. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'll go over there in a second. I want to regenerate my stuff. And then, look who it is. It's Zaza. What happened to Garmon, little friend? Is Garmon doing okay? Also, I'm pretty sure when you pick up the wish from Bellheart, it will say it's from Zaza. I didn't bring any attention to it. Actually, does it even just say it in here? No, it doesn't say it in here. Okay. Probably said it on the wish wall, I just didn't bring attention to it, but yeah. It is the very same. Down where we met the gambling guy, I want to say. I want to say that was here. Yeah, it wasn't down here for sure. At the end. Lost Garmond. He's been attacked by the Void and has not survived. Or, well, he's kind of survived, but not in any fit state. Okay. All it took was just a little bit of Void for his abilities to be beefed up. Oh, God. Okay, nope. Gonna summon you. Bam. Ah, crap. I'm not noticing the dash attack nearly enough. And also, the Void eating my Silk isn't helping. This is a tough battle. He can inflict so much damage really quickly and give you, like, no abilities to heal. But I think whenever he charges up the thing, you want to jump and dash above him. For everything else, you just kind of stay away, get in your hits when you can. And that's the best tips I have, so yeah. We'll just do that again. I will fight him with Wanderer Crest because why not? It's okay, that probably won't make a big difference. I still have my Fractured Mask. We're good, we're good. At least they don't deal 2 damage like they used to. Alright, let me get my stuff back, thank you. May as well heal. Let's go. Poor guy, man. He just wanted to help the world. Wanted to help the world heal, same as us. That dash attack is nasty. Oh, what? Why did it spawn there? I didn't expect it to spawn there. Alright, dashing this way. Cool. I'm gonna try to... okay. So if you're on the same side, just try and stay away so you can dodge the projectiles easier. There we go. I'm trying to get my hits in. Unfortunately, it's not very possible. There we go. Jump above him and you're safe. Now I can heal. Oh, no! 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 It's because I forgot he spawns the stupid projectiles. Went for a heal at a bad time in a bad place. If only I had jumped first, you know? Nah, whatever, it's fine. We got this, though. We got this. We can absolutely give this guy the mercy killing he deserves. Yeah, let's go. Okay, no. Okay, so he does like a volley of 3 there, I see. That downward attack kind of sucks because you basically have to get away from him. I never like attacks, especially in Hollow Knight, where the only thing you can do is get away. Like, I suppose technically you could stay up close and maybe, like, use cross-stitch if I had it. Unfortunately, though, I do not have it. Because I'm giving love to other Silk skills for once in my life. Okay, that was close. Yeah, for this, there's, like, nothing I can do other than get away. At least I have Silk Shot for that. Still, though, kind of annoying. Okay, managed to interrupt his attack there, which I'm glad for. Cool. Oh, God, oh, God. No, what? Jump! I pressed jump, but I pressed it too little. At least Magnetite Dice came through for me. There we go. Not very much health, not a very long battle. He is done for.
That's fine.
Sir Knight, I am sorry. This was the only means to free you from the cursed threads. Oh, fret not, little one. Be proud. You've grown so strong. Zaza, let us rest just a little, and then we'll be away. Just a little, huh? Oh no. What a shame. One of the few NPCs in this game whose questline does not end well. And I'm glad for that, you know? Because it's always good to keep it in moderation. From Software. Hidetaka Miyazaki. Anyway. Oh wow, I'm angering the threads with my playing. Zaza doesn't have any extra words? Well, I'll leave you to it then. I did what I could. I'm sorry, Zaza. That's such a shame. At least Zaza's still alive. At least in From Software, both of them would have been killed off. Alright, well, with that done, let us take our woes back to Belheart. I believe, yes, I have a memento to display in the house. I have two, actually. A hero's memento and a surface memento to display in the house, and then that will be that. I suppose I could just get ahead of the game by saying, next time on Hollow Knight Silksong, this time I really will head towards the next Old Heart. Yeah, I already said that, so yeah. I wasn't quite ready to say thank you all for watching yet, but here we go. Bam, bam, beautiful. Heirloom of a village lost to Farloom's... A village? Heirloom of a village? What village? Did Garmon come from a village and this is the heirloom from that village? I'm not sure what this means exactly, but okay. Or an ornament of the nameless town high above Farloom. So yes, there we go. Already said what I'm gonna do next time, so I'll just skip right to thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.